All in all, with proper maintenance and care, these things can pretty easily go 200,000+ miles. Hey everyone, Jake from 80/20 Automotive here. Today we're talking about common problems and reliability issues with the Volkswagen/Audi EA113 2-liter turbocharged engine that was used in the MK5 GTI, as well as some early model A3s, A4s, and the Audi TT. The 2.0T FSI is a iron block turbocharged, direct injected 4-cylinder engine, and it is actually quite stout from both a reliability and a performance standpoint. Recently we did a video on the best performance modifications for the MK5 GTI, and a few of the things that we talked about in that video are going to overlap with the problems on this EA113 engine, because the majority of the time you run into issues, it generally is because of tuning and other just kind of general maintenance things to be aware of. So overall, at a high level, the EA113 is very strong. It has a very strong bottom end. It can handle additional boost and additional power very easily, and can get up to about the 350 wheel horsepower range. And so it does have good power potential. It has strong internals and overall is a very strong engine. There really are very few things that can go wrong, but there's really nothing that can go wrong that you can't prevent from happening. And so that's going to be one of the most important things here, is addressing these issues before they become problem points. And this is going to be especially important if you do plan on tuning and modifying these engines. All in all, with proper maintenance and care, these things can pretty easily go 200,000+ miles, and they can be very reliable when tuned. Overall, definitely gets a good grade from a reliability standpoint. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about a few of these specific preventable issues. The number one most common problem to be aware of is cam follower wear. The cam follower sits in between the intake camshaft and the high pressure fuel pump, and it is constantly under load. And so what happens is that cam follower can wear down over time, and that can end up damaging your camshaft lobes as well as taking out your high pressure fuel pump. There are some upgrades that you can do to improve the cam follower so that you don't run into these issues, and so that's definitely something that's worthwhile looking into and doing if you are tuned and modified, because that is going to be one of the most common causes of this, is just the additional stress and load that are put on the cam follower from the higher horsepower and higher boost levels that we're going to be running. This problem also coincides with the second most common problem on the list, and that is high pressure fuel pump failure. The high pressure fuel pump can fail because of cam follower wear, but it also is not the greatest high pressure fuel pump to begin with. From a performance standpoint or for performance builds, it's generally recommended to upgrade the fuel pump, and while you're doing that, it's a good time to go ahead and make sure you're upgrading the cam follower with a sturdier heavy-duty unit that isn't as prone to problems as the OEM one. The stock high pressure fuel pump struggles to maintain rail pressure under high boost and high RPM situations. Ultimately, what ends up happening is it's very easy to end up running lean and not be delivering enough fuel into the cylinders relative to the amount of air that's in there when you're under high boost, high RPM situations. And of course, running lean is a very dangerous thing that can lead to a ton of problems. Ultimately, the high pressure fuel pump is a weak point of this engine, both from a reliability standpoint, but also from a performance standpoint. So if you're driving one of these engines a bit more aggressively, you're constantly under high RPM situations, especially if you're tuned running higher boost levels, it's extremely important to upgrade to a better high pressure fuel pump, because the factory one just does not flow very well under high boost. The third most common problem on the list is PCV valve failure. These engines have a more temperamental PCV valve because it is plastic, and so that plastic is prone to degrading and wearing down from excess heat being produced from the engine. Ultimately, the PCV valve is something that probably is going to fail at some point during your ownership of an EA113, and again is something that is preventable by upgrading the PCV valve. Number 4 on our list is diverter valve failure. The factory diverter valves are known to collapse or fail under high boost. So again, this is one of those things that if you are tuned and running higher boost levels, it's a good idea to go ahead and upgrade the factory diverter valves, just since they can collapse, fail, and leak boost. And then the fifth and final thing on our list here is just carbon buildup, because it is a direct injected vehicle. Carbon buildup isn't necessarily a problem, it's more so a maintenance thing. Over time, you're going to develop carbon deposits on your intake valves, and that's going to slowly restrict airflow into the engine. Cleaning off the intake valves every 80 to 100,000 miles is a good thing to do, just to make sure you're maintaining peak performance and not restricting airflow through the intake valves. Part of carbon buildup and walnut blasting or cleaning those intake valves is just something that comes along with a direct injected vehicle, and so this isn't any different from any other direct injected turbocharged engine out there. And that really covers it for our problems to talk about. There are some other small things that you'll see on these engines, especially as they start to age, and as is true with any Volkswagen and Audi engine, they do like to go through spark plugs and ignition coils or coil packs pretty frequently. The water pumps are known to fail. You do have a timing belt and some service related to the timing belt. All in all, there are a couple other smaller maintenance items, but the majority of the problems here, like we mentioned, really have to do with tuning and running higher boost levels. And again, they are all preventable. If you upgrade the cam follower, replace and upgrade the high pressure fuel pump, replace the PCV valve, as well as upgrade from the factory diverter valves, you will have an extremely reliable EA113 that is even reliable under boost with additional horsepower and tuning. So as I mentioned, all of these issues are preventable, and even in a worst case scenario, none of these problems lead to significant engine damage outside of running aggressive tuning and super high amounts of boost and pushing torque beyond the safe limits of these engines. There really isn't a whole lot of things that send them to the graveyard prematurely outside of poor maintenance. If you do proper maintenance on these things, take care of the issues on this list, you're going to have an extremely reliable engine, and that's what makes the EA113 such a great platform. Anyways, guys, that wraps it up for our video on problems with the EA113. If you're interested in modifications, check out our MK5 GTI mod video. And as always, if you guys appreciate this content, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for all of our future Audi, Volkswagen, and other vehicle content.